Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. It has been a long time since I've recorded a video. The last video I recorded was actually the season reward opening, which was like 2.5 weeks ago. So it's been a while. It has. And we are going to do a war video today. The first war of season 34. We're back in D69. And we're taking on LOXC for the first war of the season. Now, at the time I'm recording this, it's 10 p.m. War started 8 hours ago. I'm already done. So I'm just going to record my video now. Don't have to worry about it in the morning. I'm going to upload it after the war ends. So that way, whatever's in the description for the result of the war will be correct. But yeah, I was just so happy with my performance in this war. It is the cleanest war I've had in a very long time. I take 0 hits. I don't take any unnecessary damage. And I only use 2 small potions. And it's just so nice. There's genuinely nothing that doesn't go to plan in this war. And with the team of Ghost Wasp put, they banned Spidey 2099, Quake, and Human Torch. And then they just placed a whole bunch of Mystics on the map. Which is fine, except that you can ghost Mystics. So that's what I'm going to do in this war. I was asked if I wanted to take Doom on Power Snack with Ghost. But I said no. So I would have had that, but instead I only have 3 Mystics this war. So we are on Path 9, Section 1. This is a rank 3 6-star Void, and I'm using very tiny boosts, like little tiny baby boosts, because I have full suicides on here, and I just want to minimize my potion use, and I know there's like literally 0 risk of dying to this fight. Void on Schadenfreude, which is definitely the wrong pronunciation, but unfortunately, so right there, Void is going to be a little bitch, and he's going to dash back, and basically, what that did is it made me have to block, because while he did hit into me once in the phase, I didn't know for sure that I was going to be able to phase in time, so, not phase in time, but that he would hit into my phase as he was dashing at me, because it was too close to call. So I decided to just block, take a little extra block damage. I hit the reparry, just being safe. Now this has Feat of Indestructible 1, so since I have an SP1 boost on right here, I'm just going to focus on getting to the Special 2, and we're going to do double phases and stuff. And then we're just going to throw our L2 as soon as the Indestructible ends, rather. And he actually dies from 1 SP2, so we took no damage in that fight. It does say Incinerate 100%, because if you had a damage source on you at some point, even if it didn't damage you, it technically counts. You're going to see that later in the war as well, when I fight Mojo on node 55, which is the right side mini at the very end of the war. It's going to say I took damage, but I'm literally at a full yellow bar, so you'll see that. So this fight, I just really wanted to kill him in 1 Special 2. This node also has Schadenfreude, which is why I took so much Incinerate damage there. But yeah, that's Human Torch just melted. Like I said, I was asked if I wanted to take this, and I said no. Just because, like, I know how well it would go, and we did have a petrified pre-fight from Mr. Fantastic on there, so it, like, literally could not have gone poorly. But I just want to be super safe. So this Bishop is actually one of the fights that got changed, and in my opinion, they actually made it a lot easier. There are a lot of defenders that will now be tricky that weren't before on that node, but I think it's overall a lot easier. So I was actually assigned backup in Section 2. Technically, I'm not backup because I'm forced to go to the right side because I have to take this Bishop. Like, no one else had a good counter for it. But we're going to use 2 potions here, and I just want to use the old Alliance Quest / Alliance War potions, because I know you can't buy them anymore, but I just kind of want to use them up while I build up my stash of the loyalty potions. And we're going to be using big boosts here. We use 30%. We're going to use 15% attack and 15% health for a total of plus 45% each. And when I was boosting up, my mind was thinking that this node 47 is the same as it used to be. So there's the Feat of Indestructible 2. And then I backed out, and and when I was going back in, because if you wanna use your boosts, I usually go in, boost, go out, and then go back in and fight. And when I was going back in, it kind of like clued in that there's no longer Feat of Indestructible 2, so there's no downside to using a power back boost here. I was gonna just activate it after this next fight. But yeah, basically the strategy here is to just double phase. He does actually dash back a few times at the start. But I'm just trying to get to 1L2. I have class advantage here, and Bishop does not resist damage very well. So he's just going to die from this first L2. So that is literally a perfect fight. That was a 15-second fight because the fight starts like 3 seconds in. It's really weird. But yeah, if you'll notice, it actually said no damage taken there. So this America Chavez, when I saw this on the map and I was told I was using Ghost, I just assumed this would be assigned to me. It, for some reason, got assigned to a Diablo who actually died. He did half damage, which is fine because we will very likely win this war. I don't think I've ever seen LOXC put up a sub-10 death war, and we're on pace currently to finish with 4 deaths. But it would still be nice, and basically the strategy here is to just do our one-hit phases. You'll notice at the beginning of the fight, I dashed back, because if your Ghost is duped, she starts with the miss active. So there I hit a clutch intercept so that I don't have to wait out phase again. She dies in 1L2. What was I saying? I was saying something before that, and I completely blanked on it. If I had taken that fight from the start, I would have phased recoil, and the SP2 would have put me at another SP2. So either she dashes in or she throws her special 1. If she throws her special 1, I was just going to block it so that I don't trigger the Mystic Global, like MISS tick global. So this one is Mojo on 55. This was actually not assigned to me originally. This was assigned to an Archangel, and I was supposed to bring White Mags as my third instead of Hood. But I asked the planning officer, I said, this Mojo is like a joke with Ghost. I can take it. Can you give me Hood instead of White Mags? And it actually, we were able to do that. And there was actually a White Mags that was assigned to the boss. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to take this double linked. I just wanted to. I asked my officer if I could. I saw the boss was open, and I'm like, hey, can I just take this? Like, the second link really doesn't matter. So yeah, we have a rank 3 Sasquatch. When I first saw it, and I kind of thought it was a rank 4, but to be honest, that wouldn't have really made a difference, as you're going to see here. So we're just double phasing a lot. Here, we actually get really unlucky. We do 4 hits, and we only get 1 debuff, so we're not really doing a ton of damage right here, but I'm just dashing back a bunch of times because I was trying to bait the special 2 without triggering Dex, because obviously Sasquatch is a Mystic, he's a Mystic defender, so I didn't want to trigger Dex, or else I would have had to wait out the miss. But yeah, we get really lucky. Medium light gets us 4 debuffs, and the SP2 just kills. And that's it. That's my war. It's already over. Double link Sasquatch boss in 34 seconds, and I ended with 95% health. Pretty nice, and it also feels really good to be able to phase recoil with Ghost again. Now that now that it's fixed, because before the synergy was working, that wasn't the problem. The problem was the timing. So it was actually able to save me a lot of health here and save me a lot of potions, and also I took 0 hits in this entire war. So yeah, that's going to be it. I have no clue who won this war. The score is currently 90 to 10 on exploration. We have 2 deaths and they have 0. So literally anything could happen. They only have 10 fights time, because I assume their time zone doesn't line up. So they'll be, I expect them to have 150 by the time I wake up, which is 6.5 hours from now. Great, because I have a workout in the morning. Love that for me. So, first war's in the books. Very, very clean. 2 small potions, 0 hits taken. double linked boss. To be honest, I kind of I kind of wish that was a rank 4 boss, because the fight would have literally gone the same. I would have been at a special 2 after that last special 2, and the 4th special 2 would have killed. So, yeah. That's it. We are either 1-0 or we're 0-1. Whatever the description says will be correct. I have 0 deaths on the season, and my PSR is at 7 out of 7, despite being back up in one of the sections. I still had 7 fights this war, taking actually 5 mini bosses, or technically 4 mini bosses, a final boss, and 2 path fights. And we are on a death streak of 11, carrying over 4 fights from last season. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for this war. Hope you guys enjoyed. I was really, really pleased with this war, and I'm still pretty happy about it. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.